Hello, viewers. I am Satan, the devil. I am coming to you from the bowels of the earth. That's right. I am broadcasting from hell. And I regret to inform you that against my will, I have been sent by a higher benevolent power and authority to teach you some things that you will more than likely refuse to learn. For you see, God really is interested in saving you. He wants to save this world, but you, on the other hand, you want nothing to do with salvation. You are not willing to be saved. You want to lie to yourself and tell the same lie to others about wanting salvation, and all the while, you want to hate your little hearts out. You don't want to be saved, and you may not even know that. God figures since you won't listen to him, that maybe you'll listen to me. However, I do not think that strategy will work. But nevertheless, I am compelled to tell you anyway, to tell you the truth. We'll see if this plan works. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that it doesn't. I'm sure it won't, because even if the devil tempts you to do good, more than likely you won't budge. Consider this your first lesson. You love me, and you love to do my will. You love to lie on God about wanting to do God's will. Nevertheless, you secretly desire, and you do overtly, my will. You love me. You love to do my will, but I hate you. And you realize this, but you continue to love me. You say you want God, but you long for my love. Why? Why do you love me? Why, it's simple. You love me because I refuse to love you. You love me because I hate you. This is why you're so fascinated. I refuse to give you love. God, on the other hand, welcomes you with open arms. But you backwards people always want what you can't have, and that's the devil's love. I am not capable of loving anyway, and you realize that. Nevertheless, you fools continue to think you can turn me, and you continue to do my will. You're too silly to get it in your heads that I am incapable of true love. I hate you. I abuse you. I torment you. And all the while, you keep begging for more pain, more punishment. This is what you want. You pray to God one day, and the next day, you ask for me to abuse you. You're so conflicted and confused. Nevertheless, you love me. Don't believe me? Examine your life. Now, look a bit closer and examine what's in your mind. Look at your negative thoughts. Look at those intense, painful emotions that you experience day in and day out. Consider the despair as you go out into the world, begging and pleading that it doesn't punish you anymore. Nevertheless, the world continues to punish you, and it won't change unless you admit the truth. You will remain with me until such a time that I decide to escort you to hell. Therefore, I, the devil, will share a little secret with you. You'd better confess if you want God to save you. You'd better tell the truth once and for all. What must you confess? What must you admit to God? That which you are most afraid to do. You must tell God, you must confess that you love me. You must admit to God that you love the devil. It is not enough to ask for God to deliver you from evil. That's not enough. You've been doing that all your life and it hasn't happened. So you better tell the truth because the truth will set you free. You want drama. You want chaos. You want mayhem. So before you ask God to free you, you'd better tell him the truth. You'd better tell him that you've fallen in love with me, the devil, and you better not be afraid of what you just said. Be honest with God. God knows anyway. He knows. So the truth really can set you free. But the issue is that you must understand what truth to confess, not your generic truth that everybody confesses. You must confess your deepest, darkest, subconscious truths, the ones that really hold you back, the ones that really keep you spiritually bound. These are the truths you must confess. Again, God knows anyway. And the truth, it is hardcore and it scares the bejeebus out of you. But that's the nature of truth. It cannot be sugar-coated. You must cease to sugarcoat truth and admit hardcore truth. You must confess You must be brutally honest with yourself and with God. This is how you can be saved once and for all. Admit it, ask for deliverance, ask for forgiveness, and God will finally free you. Now, either I or one of my minions will be back at some other time to give you more truth, because time is winding down. The apocalypse is upon us, and God does not want any of you to be uninformed before the four horsemen finish their ride. And that is all. And I bid you farewell. Farewell for now.